Alright, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom with the grace and mercy of the Most High. I'd like to start by saying double honors to the elders, GMS, alright? And honors to you brothers out there that be pushing this word in sincerity, right? And you know, death to this cracker, death to this Edomite, death to Esau, to hell this motherfucking planet, alright? We're gonna get straight into a lesson. We're gonna pick it up from where we left off, like I do every week. Start on the last scripture, and we just go in this, go in the spirit with it, see where that takes us, right? And we're gonna start off at 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, the 6th, and I'm gonna start at about the 7th verse. And this is the prophet Ezra speaking to what appears to be at the moment, because what appears to be the Most High at the moment. So he basically says, then answered I and said, what shall be the partakers under of the times, or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of if that follow it? So he basically saying, are we gonna know when this, when what's going on is gonna come to pass? What's gonna be, what's gonna be in effect? Who's gonna be ruling, right? What's gonna be the establishment? What's gonna be happening, right? And he said, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? That's self-explanatory. When's going to be the beginning of it that followeth? When's going to be the end of this one and in this kingdom, right? Because as the Ezra would have been a learned man, he would have been into them scriptures, so he would have known, the dreams that Daniel would have had. So we know there was 4 kingdoms that were supposed to be been existent: Babylonian, Media, Persian, the Greeks, and the Romans. Then we was going to go back into rulership, right? But in effect, he wanted to basically know, when we gonna know when we gonna know when we're gonna get back in power. And this is the answer he got. He said unto me, from Abraham and to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, Jacob had held first the hill of Esau, right? But Esau is the end of the world, so the end of this establishment, which we can clearly see, man, the prophecies are coming into play, right? Them prophecies are being fulfilled right now, right? We got America basically down there declaring war on Iran, right? Although this week is kind of stolen because Iran just announced that they're gonna limit their nuclear enrichment programs because well, basically if they get facilities from other countries. But we know that's not going to happen because that's not pursuant to the prophecies. The prophecies state that America and Iran is going to go into war with America, which is Rome, which is that dragon, right? Which is Babylon, in accordance to the scriptures, right? Because what's the country that be perpetuating the madness that be happening in this world, right? What's the madness that be happening in this world, right? The abominations, right? The homosexuality, the eating of unhealthy foods, and I wouldn't even say unhealthy, abominable foods in accordance to the scriptures, right? Allowing 2 men to get married is an abomination to the scriptures. Eating catfish is an abomination in accordance to the scriptures, right? And what's the main country that be perpetuating that? That's America, and really the so-called Jews, right? Because they're not the real Jews. We know that through prophecy, through Revelations, Revelation 2 and 9, Revelation 3 and 9, that them in the last days, right? Because it was a vision. Them not calling themselves Jews are not the real Jews, right? So we get back into it. It says, so for Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the end of this kingdom. That's why we can say the man that be ruling this place, the so-called white man, right? He's Edom. He's Esau, right? He's out of the nation of. He is the nation of Edom, right? And it says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And who's Jacob? We all know Jacob is Israel, which is Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're going to be the beginning of it that followeth. And really, we know through Daniel, let's get that in the scriptures, Daniel 2 and 44. This is Daniel the second and on the 44th. Right? It says, in these days of these kings shall the Most High of the heavens set up a kingdom which will never be destroyed. And what's that kingdom? That's the kingdom of Israel, which is you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Some of you Italians, some of you Sicilians, most of you Sicilians, right? And like I say every week, if you go swagging yourself in this, and you go to zeal for this truth, because we are Israel, right? It says, which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people. So it's not going to be transferred as these kingdoms have been, right? Where one group of people can basically set up an army and take. You won't be able to take over Israel now when we got our power, right? When we got that spiritual power, first and foremost, the Most High is going to put that spiritual power upon us to take this kingdom down, right? Then He's going to destroy it with fire, which is the nuclear missiles coming from Russia and Iran and so on and so forth. Right, and hey, one of the ways that we're gonna survive that through the grace and mercy of the Most High. Hopefully, I'll be part of the ones that survive those terrors, those curses. Right. One of the ways people's gonna survive that, the men of the Lord is gonna survive that, is not only the grace and mercy of the Most High. The Most High is gonna put that spiritual. They give them the spiritual bodies. Right, who's going to be able to undertake whatever happens to them. Right, not only that, those spiritual bodies is going to give them capability to be also the partakers of destroying this place. Right, and it says, which shall never be left to other people. So you ain't going to be able to take our kingdom down when we set up, not only through the spiritual power, but because it's prophecy. Right? So because it's prophecy, hey, you can't come up against the Most High. Right? That's the way the Most High set it up. Right? And it says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So that kingdom shall stand forever, right? Why? Because Israel, he the prince of the power, Yasharallah, right? He's the natural rulers of this planet, right? Like you see in every infrastructure, or like you see in the animal kingdoms, there's certain species that are set up to be the top, and we the top species on this planet. That's why the Most High said in Deuteronomy, I've set you up above all people. Right? So we can execute judgment, because the Most High said Israel is His sword. The Most High uses Israel to execute His judgment, not only in the harsh times that are coming up, but also when the Most High sets us up in that kingdom, right? We're going to be the ones executing judgment in accordance to the law of the Most High, right? So it is still all about the law, right? The law is not done away with. When the law, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus, which was the Yahweh was on the sea, He said, you know, I didn't come to destroy the law, I came to fulfill it. Right? How and why did He come to fulfill it? Well, if the Lord didn't come on the scene to fulfill the law, then we would have all died. Right? Because through the laws and statutes, commandments of the Most High have got punishments attached to them. Right? In essence, if you got a child and you tell him something to do and he doesn't do it, then that kid's going to have a punishment. Now, there's certain instances where the Most High really set it up from the beginning of time that there was a means of transferring from one section of really one covenant into the next. And, you know, through the grace and mercy of the Most High, Yahweh came about on the scene, right? And He fulfilled the law, right? Because the law was, you know, for breaking the law, blood must be shed. Right. That's why in the olden times you would have had to sacrifice a lamb if you went up on the scriptures, or you got to do what you got to do, because the Lord requires blood. Right. When Yahushua came out on the scene, He came to fulfill the law. Right. Now in the new kingdom, when we get those spiritual bodies put upon us, them laws are going to be written on our hearts. Right. Heart mean coming from the Hebrew word la'ab, meaning mind. So they're going to be written on our minds. So we're going to come pre-programmed. When you have a child, he or she's going to come pre-programmed to read the law of the Most High. And some of those laws is to execute judgment on these heathens. So when they go up, we're going to execute judgment. Right? This is Revelations 21. Now this is Revelations 21:1, and it says, I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So this is John basically seeing a vision of a new heaven and new earth. It doesn't mean we know through the scriptures that the foundations of the earth stand is sure. Right, you can't destroy the earth. So, but that's basically talking about is when you go into a new system or you're building up something new. Basically, when we get re-established as the rightful rulers of this planet, it's going to look like it's new. Right? It's going to look like it's a completely new heaven and completely new earth. Right? And it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, a new Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, the Spirit really is going to get me thinking that's talking about us, right? Because the Most High likened unto us as His woman, right? That's you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and He likened you unto His woman. And why we coming down from heaven? We're coming down from heaven because we just been popped up in them chariots, right? But hey, forgive me if if I went off slightly on there. That's just how how the Spirit kind of got me thinking about this at the moment right now, right? And it says. Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. Right? The tabernacles of the Most High is with men. So all of you so-called women preachers, and really most of you men, really, because most of you men is effeminate. Right? You should know that the Most High has only ever dealt with men. I mean, we had a few instances where, but Most High never set it up that a woman be a leader. Right? Because that's out of order, right? Most High never set it up that these heathens be in rulership, because that's out of order. That's not the natural course of things. The Most High set up certain things to be in effect, right? That's why the whole world and this whole planet is out of course at the moment, right? Hey, you gonna laugh when I go fuck you, man. Right? And it says, and He will dwell with them, and they shall be His people. And the Most High Himself shall be with them, and be their power. So the power of the Most High is going to be with us in that day, right? See, all of these scorners and scoffers, and we be laughing now. That's cool, because the Most High made us a spectacle unto the world. Right? That's just part of the chastisement we're going to take when we come out to this truth, right? And that's part of the chastisement. Some of you weak men, right, are be in the world, man. Once you understand this truth, you got a burden, you got a job to do. You got to come out here and push this word, man. You got to come out here and push this vibration so other brothers can get it. And once other brothers can get it, we get transferred into kingdom. It's a light, it's a heavy burden, but to come out here, really, you just gotta put your pride away, man. You gotta forget about your pride, right? Once you forget about your pride, you come out here and do this work through the grace and mercy of the Most High, because the Most High is gonna put that spirit within you. And once that spirit is within you, hey. Push this word. Alright? It says Proverbs 29:2. Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right? When we're in authority, the people rejoice. Why? Judgment is being executed. Right? So the people on this planet ain't doing all the abominable stuff that will lead them unto death. Right? Like eating all of this abominable foods and so on and so forth, because that's what it's going to end up as. Right? And it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And you see it right now, man. The people are mourning all over this planet. Right? Everyone's got all kind of illnesses. The water doesn't even taste right. The food doesn't even taste right. Hell, I would even call it food. It's poison. That's why the Most High said. That's why the Most High put the spirit on the prophet Isaiah to say, I think it was Hosea, right? But that's not the point. The point is, the Most High put it up on the spirit of the prophet to basically say, Israel's going to eat their food defiled amongst the Gentiles, right? To the Gentiles, these heathen. Right? Because what was one of the curses? One of the curses was we was going to be scattered amongst all the people. Right? Because, hey, everyone knows when you get a couple of black people together, or a couple of land people, right? Because it's not all Israelites gonna look like Shaft, right? You're gonna have some Israelites that are gonna look Chinese, hell, Chinese. Because if I had a woman, right, because I might be naturally predisposed to liking, I don't know, white women or whatever, right? That child's gonna come out looking white, but then let's say it's my son. If I got a kid, he's gonna have certain ones of my my characteristics, right? And he might go off and have the same women of the same nation. So my grandson's gonna look like he's not even an Israelite, right? So that's one of the curses that the Most High put upon us, that we was gonna be scattered amongst the people. Because once you get one or two Israelites together, man, you feel the power. That's why hey, I'm not in that position, but when you got the brothers around you, man, it's a good vibe. Everyone's vibing on each other, and you can really push this word, right? So it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, right? And everyone on this planet is mourning right now because the wicked are in rulership, right? This is Revelations 18:1. Right? Because we gotta see what's gonna have to happen, or what's coming to pass before the Most High sets this, how righteousness is gonna be established, and how this man's gonna come out of power, right? This is Revelations 18:1. It says, "After these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power," right? "And the earth was litten with his glory," right? Because them celestial bodies are, the celestial bodies are glorified bodies, man. It's, you're in the presence of an angel, you scared, right? Because they come in the glory and the power of the Most High, right? And it says, "And he cried with a strong voice, saying, Babylon," Babylon is a word basically meaning land of confusion, right? So the land of confusion, right? The great is fallen, right? And it's become the habitation of devils, right? And the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drank the wrath of the wine of our fornication. That's how we know it's America, because everyone feeds off of the philosophies, right? Quote unquote, this democracy. Like if you ever saw, if you've seen this, it's filmed by Sacha Baron Cohen. He basically shows you how the United States is the one that perpetuates the philosophies of democracy, and everyone knows that democracy is just a philosophy built basically to destroy the natural order of things, right? Because you're supposed to have a king who really, when we're talking about Israel, that's supposed to be King David, and that would be the top person to execute the final judgments, and you got judges underneath him, and so on and so forth. But the ultimate judge is the Most High, his son, right? King David, and so on and so forth down the line, right? And it says, for all the nations have drunk the wine. The film is called The Dictator, right? And at the end of the film, he basically makes his country a democracy, which is all madness, right? Giving these people the right to vote, which is all madness, right? So basically, you're saying if these people, you're just using it as an example, so you're basically saying if these people choose to do wickedly, he basically has no control over them, right? Which goes to show you democracy is just, that's one of the philosophies of this of Esau, of this so-called white man, right? It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? What's the abundance of them delicacies? Is them banking facilities that America basically has, right? It's got a World Trade Center, right? Which is a proud statement in itself, right? Because you can trade all over the world, but you're gonna have the center of that in the United States, right? And it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people," right? That's talking about Israel. That's talking about Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Seminole Indians, right? South Americans, right? All the people of the Most High. And you should know it if you check out the curses that the Most High puts on Israel, you're gonna know you're the people of the Most High. You Negroes are the only people that were sold in cargo slave ships. He clearly says that in Deuteronomy 28 and the 68th verse. Right? It says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and receive unto her her plagues. Right? I'm gonna get Zechariah. Right, this is Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Right? So what's going to be the plague that's going to come to America? Right? Because you know America did fight against the people of Israel. In what sense? Put the people of the Most High in slavery. Right? Reading throughout the whole coast of the earth, the people of the Most High in slavery right about now, man. Right? It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Now this is a disease where their people's flesh is going to consume away while they stand upon their feet. Right? And it says, their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouths. Right? So basically you're going to dissolve as you stand upon your feet. Now that sounds like a nuclear missile. Why? Because it is. Right? Because the Most High said he's created the smith, right, and the destroyer to do just that. Right? The smith bloweth the coals and bringeth forth the instrument of his work. What's that instrument? That instrument is them nuclear missiles. Right? That's why there's such a big fuss about Iran developing nuclear missiles. Once that happens, right, then we know it's all, you know, it's time for this man to go down, and rightfully so. Right? This is back in Revelation, the 18th. Right, and it says, reward her. Sorry, let me start. It says Revelation 18 and 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup that she hath filled for herself. Right? So when the time comes, man, when the Most High puts that spiritual power upon us, Most High is going to use Israel as his instrument of judgment that's coming to this world, and namely America, because America is the one that is Babylon, and it's also Egypt, right? And it's the main country that be perpetuating the wickedness that be done in there. And hey, America is just a child of England, really, right? So that means to say, you know, you so-called English people, you're going to catch some hell too, man. Right? And all the people of the earth can catch some hell, because everyone on this planet has had Israel in slavery, right? And we're gonna find out now. Most High is Most High is a man of judgment. Most High is a man of vengeance, right? This is 2 Thessalonians. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble. Right? And who has troubled us? Right? Who's troubled the people of the Most High? Every nation upon this planet is troubled the nation of Israel. Right? And the Most High said it's a righteous thing for you for vengeance to be executed. It's a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. Right? This is Exodus 21 and 24. Right, this is Exodus 21 and 24. It says, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand, hand for hand, foot for foot, right? Burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe, right? So the Most High basically deals with vengeance, man. And it's like, and rightfully so. So every nation on this planet that's basically put Israel in slavery, they're going into Israel. And guess what? That's everyone. That's everyone on this planet. That's all the other nations except for you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, South Americans, right? Seminole Indians, right? You're the people of the Most High. And like I said, right? Some of you Italians, right? The Sicilians, right? Because, you know, Israel was dispersed amongst those people. And if you know your history, and I'm not talking about these lies, if you know your actual history, then you're going to know that there was black people ruling Europe for a long period of time during the prior to the 1600s, right? So when we was all up in there, we was getting down with these women. So you're gonna have certain ones of our people that don't look like, you know, so-called Negroes, right? This is Jeremiah 31 and 16. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16, not 31 and 16, 30 and 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be defiled. So everyone that doesn't touch Israel is going to be defiled. Alright? It says, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Right? So all the enemies of Israel, which is really every nation upon this planet. Right? The Edomites, right? The Hamites, right? The Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Ammonites, Moabites, right, and all the other 17 nations of the planet, man, you're all going into slavery, right? Through the great, and really through the grace and mercy of the Most High, because the Most High didn't put those people in slavery, right, underneath Israel, right, and left us in the same position that we are in now, right? We're going to see exactly, we will basically end up, right, as how these Edomites intend, right, which is they intend to eliminate all you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? That's why you got them FEMA camps being set up. Right? That's why you see coffins, plastic coffins, basically being arsenal. Right? It says, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled. Right? And all the prey upon thee, all that prey upon thee, will I give for a prey. Right? For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Most High. Right? Because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Right? And he says, we might as well carry on with this one. He says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the cities, shall be builded up upon her heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. Right? That's basically talking about when we get back into our own. Right? Basically, you know, we're gonna build up the cities again in righteousness. None of this concrete, these concrete madness where you get a walk on fucking concrete roads and break your back and all of that kind of madness. Right? This is back in Revelations, the 18th and the 7th. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, right? And shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, right? She shall utterly be burnt with fire. Like we've been saying, man, ain't nobody gonna light no goddamn matchstick and burn the whole America, man. You need a stronger heat for that, right? You need a fervent heat, like it says in Peter's, I think, right? You need that fervent heat that's gonna melt all the elements, right? And it's gonna basically destroy it. You're gonna leave America like a waste. It's gonna leave it like a desert, and nobody's gonna go there after it's done and destroy it like that, man, right? It's gonna be a beautiful thing in that day, right? It says, For she saith in sorry. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication with her and lived deliciously of her, right? When they shall see the burning of her smoke, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, right? So you're going to see it from these other countries, you're going to see the smoke of the burning of this bloody country, right? It says, and the kings of the earth, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, right? And like it says in the scriptures, man, because everyone's just going to be joining the gate with America, and that day is going to be destroyed, right? So these people, I mean, and it also says the people that are with thee have deceived thee, right? I'm talking about America, the people that have these treaties with you, right? That have these so-called peace treaties, they deceived you, man. In that day, they ain't going to regard those pieces of paper that are signed or so. What's a signature when missiles are being blown, man? All right. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city, Babylon, the mighty city, for in one day is her judgment come. Right? And the merchants of the earth shall weep among over her, because that's how the people in this planet be, because you just want this perpetual wickedness to go on forever. You think you're gonna have Wall Street forever? You think you're gonna have this fiat currencies going forever? You think the dollar's gonna go on forever? Right? There ain't no real money out here other than gold and silver. Right? In the scriptures, the Most High deals with gold and silver. Right? These pieces of paper that devalue with reference to the price of gold and silver don't mean nothing, right? Right? One piece of paper, that dollar is supposed to be worth a certain amount of gold. You're supposed to be able to go and cash that gold in, right? So when you print more pieces of paper, what does that mean? You're gonna need more pieces of paper to buy that same amount of gold, right? What does that mean in effect? That means in effect that money don't mean nothing, man. Money doesn't. Them pieces of paper don't mean nothing. It's fiat currencies, all right? It says, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk, right, and scarlet and of fine wood, right. And I'm gonna jump down a little bit, right, and I'm gonna bring it back up. This is Revelations 18:7. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by the sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, What city is like unto this great city?" You know, because everybody thinks it's a great man, America, it's a great apple. Man, that's all madness, man. Right? There's only one great city that's ever going to be established. That's the city of Jerusalem, when the Most High is going to establish it in righteousness. Not what you see right now. That's madness, man. You got gay fucking parades in Israel. You get gay fucking cities in Israel, man. Right? That's how you know that's how you know the people that are there are demons, man. That's how you know the people are there are not the people of the Most High. Because if they are the people of the Most High, where's King David? Right? What if I want to go have go see the king? Where's King David? Right? That's like, because when the Most High said, when he sets up the kingdom again, he's going to set up King David again. He's going to set up the house of David. Right? Ain't no house of motherfucking David in Jerusalem, as far as I know. And if there is, it's not the real one, obviously. Right? Because really, this is the house of David, right? The house of David is the men that stand for David, which is GMS, right? And yeah, hopefully I'll be part of that house, through the grace and mercy of the Most High, right? It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich. Because money be the root of all wickedness. So these people were all up into that money. So they're all up into that wickedness, right? Well, yeah, they're all up into that wickedness, right? That's why you got all kind of demonic thing, all kind of demonic shit of, you know, being perpetuated through your media, right? The TV, your radio, it's all demonic. Your music, it's all demonic, right? That's why Most High's gonna set up a kingdom in righteousness where you don't fuck yourself up just trying to listen to some fucking music, man. Right? Some damn song about women power is demonic, man. Right? Some damn song about, you know, basically it's all madness, man. It's all madness. Right? Most High's gonna, you know, basically put Israel back in, put Israelite men, not these little boys, not these little feminine boys, but Israelite men back in power, right? So order can be restored to this planet, right? It says, and all the ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate, right? Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. That's what we're gonna do in that day, man. We're gonna rejoice when we see that fall, because we know what's coming after. Like the first scripture I done brought up was 2nd Ezra, the 6th and the 9th. And we know basically when he go down, he come back right in power. And why wouldn't I want some power? Why do I want to take orders, not give orders? Why do I want abominable judgment executed on me when I can execute righteous judgment upon this people? Right? Not only upon our people, but really throughout the whole planet, because Most High set up Israel to be the heirs of this planet. The second heir, the first heir being Yahushua, right? We're joint heirs with Yahushua, right? To be the rightful rulers of this planet. Right? For the Most High hath avenged you on her, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Right? I'm going to keep it moving with the scriptures. We're going to jump to Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, right, before the face of them before the face of such as afflicted him, and make no account of his neighbors. Right? So we come out here and stand boldly through the grace, mercy, the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? We're declaring this word unto all the people. Anyone that walks past, you hear this word clear and uncut for the grace and mercy of the Most High. Right? It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with a terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. What's the strangeness of the Most High's salvation? The Most High coming with them spaceships, man. Them so-called UFOs, which are IFOs, identifiable, right, flying objects. How are they identifiable? Because we know through the scriptures they're those flying rolls, man. They're those chariots, right? They're going to be the destroyers of this planet, right? And they're going to be the salvation of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? You Seminole Indians, right? You Israelites that be, you know, gathered, you will be scattered across the world, man. The Most High is going to gather you. That's why it talks about, like I brought up last week in Matthew, right? That's why the Most High said, you know, let the tares and the wheat gather, you know, let them grow until the harvest. What's the harvest? The harvest and the reapers of them angels, and the harvest is when everything's going to be burnt up in this barn, really. Right? It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we sometimes had in derision and a proverb and a reproach, right? Because of the word, yes, right? Because the words that they have on the. Sorry.
What you're reading from
Just the Bible.
What are you reading there?
This is Wisdom of Solomon.
Pardon?
It's Wisdom of Solomon.
Right. What about it? Which part?
Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
5th chapter, right, I'll have to read the 5th part.
Sorry, that's the crazy lady that comes out here sometimes. Keep the spirit moving. Right, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, right, this is he whom we have sometimes in derision. Because everyone, everyone on this planet has the people of Israel in derision, right? Calls you the wetbacks, right? Hey, all kind of manners, niggas, Negroes, whatever, right? Lazy Negroes, whatever, all kind of bad words, man. Right? All kind of proverb, right? It says, we fools accounted his life for madness, and his end to be without honor, right? So how would the end of us be without honor? Basically, they basically plan to slaughter all of Israel, right? But that's not gonna happen because the Most High is gonna come right when you think you got it, right when you're about to do what you want to do, right? That's when the Most High is going to cut that program, that so-called New World program, right? And set up a kingdom in righteousness, man. Right? It says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints. Therefore we erred from the way of truth.